So we chose not to pay $10 or $15 for a 1 gallon chicken feeder. We went to our local Dollar General and got resourceful. We got a cake plate for like $1.50, a T-jug for $1.25. We got a wing nut and bolt that we had from a different project, soldering iron. We're going to use to melt holes in our T-jug and our cake plate. You won't need the top of the cake plate. Make flying saucers or whatever out of it. So you already poked a hole with the soldering iron. Basically, you know where the center's at in it. So we're going to put our bolt through there as such. And then we're going to take our T-jug and you know, typically there's that little center dot where it was made. And you just take your soldering iron and melt a hole in it like that. And then for better feed flow, if you want, you can mark out your areas. I did it more on the bottom edge so that obviously gravity's going to work for you. So you can get an idea as to where you want your lines to be here. You don't have to, you just cowboy it. But yeah, you take your soldering iron and start just melt it. Obviously know that this is hot plastic, and if you stick your hand in it, it's gonna burn you. And it's gonna stick to your skin, which I rest you assured is not fun. As you can see, cut a hole in the side of your jug, and then you can do it a few more times in the bottom of it. And not the whole thing. You got a nice even cut, so not saying pro tip, but that's what worked for me. And of course you're going to want to sand it after you get done, because there's going to be all these little strings and plastic things hanging off of it, and you don't want your birds to eat that, because they are not known for being intelligent eaters. Chickens will pretty much eat anything, let's face it. But this is your finished product dish. You still have to sand to get all these little hairs and burrs off. Not because of feed flow, but for the safety of your bird. You just take your sandpaper and rough your hole up there. that. Of course, like I said, we already poked a hole in the middle of it. And take our former project bolt that's way too long, but hardware is expensive and I already had this stuff. So. Shove that bad Betty on there. And you take your nut, ring nut, whatever you call it. Spence it on. Plastic strings out here because they'll be in there. Now, you could take a hacksaw and cut your handle off if you so choose. I don't really think it's necessary because it seems to be a little bit more user friendly this way. Especially if you got kiddos that are doing it for you. They can grab it by the handle. Because if you put the lid in there, they'll probably grab it by it and be chicken feet everywhere. One $3 chicken feeder coming right up. If you wanted to hang it, you take your soldering iron and give it some Frankensteins and then put a piece of string, paracord, whatever you want to call it, through there and then let it hang. It's an option. You may do it with our birds. Anyways, bye everybody.